Good morning, everybody. It's Tamara Bennett from Southern Adornments Decor, and it's Friday, so that means it's time for Friday Fab Five. I do this at 9:30 a.m. every Friday, and I share five of my favorite things with you all. And so we're going to get started with that in just a moment. So hop on in and say hello. I just sent out a text to everybody letting them know I was getting ready to go live. So if you're not on our text alert system and you want to be, here's how to do that. We also release five new designs every Friday, and today's no exception. So today we decided to do, or this week rather, we decided to do some wedding themed designs. So all five of these brand new wedding themed designs are in our shop and are on sale this weekend. We always put the templates 50% off for the first couple of days. So that sale will end Sunday night at midnight. And then the blanks are 15% off. And of course, if you're a Painters Clubhouse member, you can stack your discount. And then if you want to buy in bulk for paint parties or things like that, we have bulk pricing available. Excuse me, I have had a frog in my throat all morning. And then we've also changed up our shipping policy. So if it's been a while since you've shopped with us, you may notice that we now have flat rate shipping of $8.99 on all purchases under $125. But if you spend more than $125, you get free shipping. Good morning, Una. There's everybody. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Lori and Linda and Charlotte. Good morning, Heather. Hey, Nicole. So our first Friday Fab Five item this morning is something I use on my hair. I wouldn't say every week, but probably once a month or more. And then especially when I'm on vacation. And I think I've shared it on here before, but it's been a hot minute. It's probably been a year or two since I've shared about this. And this little bottle has lasted me a long time. So how many of you guys love the Sun Bum products? I do. I really love them. They all smell delicious, and I don't think they're as harmful on your body. They have a lot more natural products in them than some of the other brands. But this is a coconut argan oil from Sun Bum. And what I really like to use it for is a couple of things. So if I have like frizzy hair, today's one of those days, I'll take a little bit of it and I'll pump a couple of pumps in my hand. I'll do it like this, and I'll just kind of like tame the frizzies, right? And then I kind of like do like this on the ends to kind of give some moisture to the ends. Another way that I use it, Charlie loves when I use it on her hair, especially if her hair is really tangled. Like last night, told you I've got a frog in my throat all morning. Last night, kind of twist it through your ends like this. Last night, she needed her hair brushed real badly. It was really tangled, and it was just the hairbrush was catching constantly. So I took a little bit of this, I ran it through her hair, and then we were able to brush it, no problem. It adds a little bit of shine, adds a little bit of moisture to your hair, kind of protects your hair, and just helps revitalize it a little bit. So if you don't have a good argan oil, and your hair needs it every now and then, especially the ends. Once you're like, if you're starting to grow your hair out, kind of like I am, your ends need that. So put it on there every once in a while. Also, if you use like a mousse or something with your curly hair, one of the things they recommend, you know how your hair gets crunchy after you put mousse in it? One of the things they recommend, I can't stop touching my hair now that I've put that in there. One of the things they recommend doing after you put your mousse in when it's crunchy is to scrunch out the crunch. And a lot of people prefer to do that with a little bit of oil on their hands. It helps to kind of like soften up the crunchiness. And so that's what I usually do. So I always take this with me when I go on vacation, the Sun Bum argan oil. And I do probably apply it almost every day on vacation because you're in the sun on the beach or at the pool and your hair just gets really, really dry. Where do you get that at? I found it on Amazon for you, Wanda. I think I picked up this particular bottle at one of those surf shops, you know, like a Wings or whatever they call them near the beach. I think that's where I got this one when I initially bought it. It was recommended by my friend Heidi Easley. She uses it a lot, and I borrowed some of hers on one of our beach trips that we were on, and I loved it so much I went and got me some. So that's item number one. Summer's coming up. You'll be needing it before you know it. Item number two, you guys may have heard about this before. Tell me if you've ever heard of Ollie vitamin gummies. I don't know if they're called vitamin gummies, but they're like vitamins for different reasons, and they have different combinations for whatever your needs are. And so I have gotten to where I'm taking this not every day, but every now and then when I'm having one of those days where I'm feeling like, overwhelmed and stressed and whatnot. And y'all, it works. When it kicked in, it felt similar to the way it feels when I take like a half a Xanax. And I don't take Xanax very often. It wasn't quite as strong as a Xanax, but it was close. And I felt it kick in. And when it kicked in, I was like, it felt like I could let a breath out, you know what I mean? And like just relax. And it just kind of made it where I just didn't really care anymore about whatever I was stressing about. This has GABA, L-theanine, if I'm pronouncing that right, and lemon balm in it. It says, goodbye stress, keep calm and stay alert. Now, if you're not a stressed out person, you may not need this one, but they have all different kinds of these Ollie gummies. So I want to know, are any of you guys trying these? And if so, which ones have you tried? I also bought these for Charlie, Kids Chillax. It's got magnesium, L-theanine, and lemon balm in it. And you take 2 of the gummies, and it's supposed to have similar effects as like Adderall medication or something. And she does take that sort of thing at school so she can focus. But I thought I would get some of this to try, because if this works just as good, I would rather take her off of the stronger medications that she's on. Now, one of my family members has a kid who they thought about putting on ADD medication. They tried this first, and this is working for them. So if I feel like it's working for Charlie, I may just switch her. Okay, Princess Minnie says stress sleep and tummy bloat. Oh, I need the tummy bloat one. I was having that problem last weekend, actually. And the sleep one, I'm glad you brought that up. Another family member of mine is trying this on their daughter, who is 4, and she's like up all night, not up all night, but up and down all night is what I'm trying to say. Like she won't stay in the bed and sleep. She'll like wander into their room, get in their bed, and it's just nobody's sleeping good. So ever since they put her on the sleep gummies for kids, the melatonin in that is, I mean, she's sleeping through the night in her own bed. It's changed their life. So, there are multiple things you can get these for. There's happy mood gummies. There's, what else is there? There's combat cravings. I've also ordered some for focus because I feel like I have a bit of ADD. I've never been formally diagnosed, but I could definitely use some help calming the squirrels in my brain. And so I've ordered the focus ones to try for myself, and they haven't come in yet. Adrienne says, I haven't tried them, but I'm going to now. They carry these at Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, Sam's Club. And I got the focus ones I got on Amazon. I will say certain places carry certain ones. And if you're looking for a particular one, it might not be like it, like the focus one. I couldn't find that anywhere except Amazon. I don't know why. Target too. Thank you. We don't have a Target around here, so I always forget about Target. But they're good. They don't taste amazing. Like they're not as good as like a sugary gummy you would get like at Walmart, but they don't taste bad. They're naturally flavored. Like this one is naturally flavored with strawberry and lemon verbena. It's not bad. And Nicole says, I need them all. That's what we've decided. My sister-in-law, Whitney, and I are like, okay, which ones did you get? Which ones have you tried? We need all of these. We love them. They're called Ollie. Ollie is the brand, Olly. You can't see that. Oh, here we go. If I turn it sideways, you can see the silver part on the lid. Ollie is the brand. And they have so many different kinds. So, whatever your needs are, try one. You might just like it. Okay, item number 3. Is that what we're on? Yeah, item number 3 on my list is a game. So how many of you guys like to play games with your family? A game that we play every single time the Creative Club girls get together. Y'all know the Creative Club girls, right? Heidi Easley, Christy Hawkins, Casey Hope, Cindy Manley, Brandy Bracy, Gretchen Wheeler, and Sarah Williams. Those are my girls. We get together at least twice a year and kind of chat business, but also kind of enjoy ourselves. And one thing we always make time for is catchphrase. This has kind of just become our game. It's a game where you have teams and you press a button on here and it pops up a word on the screen, and like you can choose categories. So let's say the category was Of course, I'm going blank. Let's say the category was geography. It might have on here the Sphinx or something like that in Egypt, or that's probably a hard one. But there's just stuff around the house too, like toenail clippers or something, and a word will pop up, and you have to like hold it in your hand. You're the only one seeing the word, and you have to try to get people to guess what the word is without saying the word or saying it rhymes with blah blah blah. And once your team guesses the word, it's like hot potato. There's a timer going the whole time, and you can hear it ticking. You have to pass it to the person next to you who's on the opposing team, and then they have to read the word. It's a new word. They press a button and a new word pops up. And then it goes around until the timer ticks down. And if you're caught holding it when the timer goes off, then the other team gets a point. And if you have already described the word, but the other team hasn't guessed it, then they get a chance to steal the guess, and they can get 2 points if they're able to steal the guess. It's so fun, and it's so simple, and it's just, you don't have to have like a board or cards. I love traveling with this because it doesn't take up a whole lot of room in my suitcase. I don't have to pack like a whole box of anything, and it just takes some batteries, and you can do it with as few as probably 4 people minimum, I would think, because you got to have 2 teams, 2 people, on each team. But we do it with 8 people all the time, and we have set team. We are serious about it. We have set teams, and so there's team 1 and there's team 2. And we keep like a running record of who's the reigning champs every single time we play this. And right now, my team is the champs. And on my team is Casey Hope, Brandy Bracy, and Cindy Manley. We have such fun playing this, and we're so competitive. Terry says, we have this game. We love it. It's fun for all ages. I agree. Okay, so I haven't played this yet with my family, but I did buy, because Christy Hawkins always brings this one to our get-togethers, but I'm like, I need one of these for my house. So I bought this one for our family, and I want to play it with everybody, including Charlie, because I'm curious if she's old enough yet to play it. The problem we might have is if a word pops up that she can't read yet, because she's at like a 2nd grade reading level. So that might be kind of tricky. Carolyn says, we love that game. We play it at church retreats. Women's retreat can get crazy. We get kind of crazy. And y'all, we have laughed until we've nearly peed our pants before at some of the things people say while they're playing this game and like the way they describe things. Corey, you keep asking me if I'm sharing any dude stuff. This is a Friday Fab 5, and I'm a girl. I'm not going to share dude stuff, but I do know Corey loves games. So Corey, we're going to have to play this the next time we have a game night. Okay. You're not going to make it to the movies on Sunday? That's no fun. Everybody's saying, hey, Uncle Corey. Riley says, I love that flower welcome sign behind you. I painted this one live last week. Not this week, but last week. So go check out the tutorial for that on my YouTube. Cynthia says it's like the game Password. I haven't played that game. So it reminds me a little bit of Taboo. You play Taboo. But Taboo is with cards, and you can't say the word at the top or any of the clue words down below. So it's a little simpler than Taboo, but the timer going off element is what adds to the frenzy craziness of this game. Because as it's ticking, you're like, you're trying to think of a description, and the pressure is on, but it's so fun. Okay, next item on the Fab 5 list. I've discovered these little fine tip writer bottles on Amazon, and I ordered a few of them, and they come empty. Okay, they are just clear little bottles with these little needle tip caps, and they have these little rubber caps to keep it from drying out. You fill it up with your choice color of paint. I do recommend thinning your paint out with a little bit of water because these needle tips are so tiny. But then you can, let's see, get it going here. You can do cute little designs on your door hangers. I really am this is one of those things I'm trying to get better at. I'm trying to practice and get better at incorporating some of this. I didn't shake it all down, and it's got a lot of bubbles in it. Let's get a new sheet of, this is a terrible demonstration. Let me get it going over here before I show you. It's hard to do it while I'm holding this up in the air too. See what I'm saying? I'm not very good at it yet, especially holding it up in the air like this. But you can doodle, and you can do lettering. You can add little details to your door hangers, whatever you like. but I like that this kind of has like a fine tip on it. It's like a needle tip. So you can be super precise with it and you can just do real skinny little details. And I like that we can refill them with the color of our choice. Oh, thank you, Riley. Hey, Lynn, Friday Fab Five's your favorite. Has anybody started using the Rider bottles on their painted projects? If you only follow me, you probably are like, what are you even talking about? But if you follow other door hanger painters, there are lots of other ones in the industry. Are we even an industry in the community who are using these on their projects? And every time I see it, I'm like, that's so cute. I really should start using stuff like that more often. But I think fear is what holds me back, because most of the time when I paint, I'm on live and I'm like, what if it doesn't turn out good? So y'all just need to encourage me to be brave and try these out more often. Debbie says, I have those and I love them. Joanne says, I used one at the Jingle and Mingle and I really liked it. Yes, the Jingle and Mingle, I think we just had the little tops that you screw onto your regular bottles of paint. But the problem with that is that the needle point end of it is so skinny that the paint was almost too thick. So the benefit to these is you can kind of mix a little water with your paint and put it in a separate thing and just keep it there. Riley says, I have terrible handwriting, so I would fail at lettering with that. I think the point is it's supposed to look kind of doodled and messy. It's not supposed to look like pristine. And so I'm going to practice, and maybe I can start incorporating it into some of my door hanger designs. Yes, Corey, I heard you made the newspaper yesterday. He does an annual fundraiser every year, and his fundraiser is coming up on April the 1st. Now, the very last week of March, we're actually going to do a fundraiser to help benefit Corey's event, auctioning off some of my painted door hangers. So y'all can look forward to that the last week of March. Pam, thank you for this encouragement and reminder. She said, go for it. You have baby wipes. I know. I think it's being afraid to fail on Facebook Live and for it to completely flop with you guys watching. But I know you guys wouldn't care. You guys would be like, I always learn something, even if it's a flop. So I just need to remember that and go for it. Okay, last item on the Fab Five list, which has been a recurring item the last 2 weeks, I think, which is our Lola Spring Workshop, which is starting Monday. So this is the last time we'll be mentioning it in a Friday Fab Five. If you want to come and paint Lola, the Spring Highland cow, in all of her detailed goodness, come join us for the upcoming workshop. You can sign up for just $10. I will say kits are no longer available. We have sold out of the kits. And so you can sign up for $10, get you a wooden blank. You can still order wood blanks from us. We just aren't selling the kits anymore. But you can get a wood blank, and you can download the template inside the Facebook group and trace it on the wood and follow right along. It starts Monday night at 7 p.m. Central. We're going to be painting live together. And I've had a couple of people ask, what if we can't come live? You can watch the replay at any time for up to an entire year later, okay? Another question that's been commonly asked is, are we painting the same design every night? So it's a 3-night workshop, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central. Yes, but we're painting this in stages. So we're not going to paint it start to finish every single night. We're just going to start with part of it Monday night. Tuesday night, we'll continue it. So it's one door hanger spread over 3 different tutorials so that you guys can keep up, because y'all know I paint fast. And then there's a day in the middle, which is Wednesday, that kind of like allows you to get caught up. So who has questions about this? Does anybody have any questions about Amanda says, how many kits did you do? Amanda, I think it was 530 kits. That was crazy. I never, ever anticipated on selling that many kits. I think I planned originally for like 200. And then we just kept buying more supplies and trying to stay ahead. And at some point, I'm like, okay, now we've reached the point where even if I bought more supplies right now, I can't get them shipped out in time for you to receive them for the workshop. So we had to just mark them sold out. So the kits were a huge hit. We'll definitely be doing those again when we do our fall workshop in August. But you can still sign up for $10 and participate. If you are wanting to do it Monday, but you can't like get a wood round in time for Monday, like from ordering from us. If you have a place locally, you can go pick one up. They're 18 inches, or you can cut your own. Trace an 18-inch pizza pan, or use your template, trace your template, and then cut it out with a jigsaw or a scroll saw, or get somebody to help you do it if you're scared of power tools, and come join us to paint. Maria says it's going to be so much fun. Phyllis says, I can't wait. Received my kit yesterday. Deanne says, do you still do paint parties at churches? No, I've stopped doing paint parties locally because my business online has grown to the point where I have no time to do paint parties locally anymore. So, but if you're wanting to do a paint party in this area, I can probably connect you with somebody in this area who would love to do one with you. Caroline says, does anybody pay over $30 for the DecoArt paint kit? So the DecoArt paint kits, the rainbow paint packs, are currently on back order. I was told by somebody at the company that today they are running making more of the paint, and that they should be ready to ship on Monday if you missed out on those paint kits. Okay, Elizabeth says, I actually found all the paints on your list and the correct brand. If you can't find colors that are on my list, just look for something similar or use what you've got. I mean, honestly, this is just like a teal, a pink, a coral, a yellow. You don't have to have the exact paint color I'm using. You can kind of just pick something close. Candy says, what other color can you use instead of sable brown? So let me just kind of show you what sable brown looks like. It's like a real soft brown. Makes me think of a teddy bear. So I don't have a paint color recommendation for this as far as an alternative, but maybe seeing the actual bottle of paint will help you. It's just a real soft brown. In comparison, here is a darker. This is dark chocolate. So if you have dark chocolate, what you could actually do is add a little bit of white or light buttermilk to this dark chocolate to bring it up to this shade. So use what you've got. If you've already got a dark brown like this, just add a little white to it and make it this color. Okay, good. I'm glad that's helpful. Janet says, I love the cow. I wish I could paint that good. All right, everybody that's done a workshop with me in the past, tell Janet she can paint like this. You just have to follow the tutorial step by step and believe in yourself. Or at least believe that I believe in you. Anybody can do this. All you have to do is follow the steps and gather your supplies, and anybody can do this. Lynn says you can use the pattern. Tamara gives you tips to succeed. I appreciate that. Look at all this encouragement over in the comments. These ladies have done these workshops with me before, and I guarantee you almost every single one of them doubted themselves also before the workshop. And they were like, I don't know, but I'm going to trust in Tamara. She says I can do it. And they did it anyway. And if you trust the process, by the time you get to the finish line, you're going to be like, I love it even more than I thought I would. Or I can't believe it turned out better, as good as it did. Wanda says, you can paint like that. I thought I couldn't, but I've learned so much from Tamara. I love all of these comments. This is it's proof in the pudding. Pam says you don't have to paint live with her. You can watch at your own speed on the replay. That's a great tip. So yeah, a lot of people will just join us live to watch the tutorial and ask questions, but they won't paint alongside while I'm live. They'll usually hit the play button again later when they're ready to paint, and they can pause when they need to and keep up. Cynthia says, Tamara's such a good teacher. You can paint and you will surprise yourself. That's so true. Yes, the kit is sold out, Jennifer. Sheila says, I used some new colors last night. They're so transparent, especially, the Paradise Green is quite transparent. I was disappointed in that one. I love the color though. Debbie's done every workshop with me since the Buffalo Check. That was August 2020. So you've been with me a little while then. Not only will you be able to paint it, but you'll be hooked, Linda says. That is the point. We want to get you hooked on this, because if you love it, you'll be the perfect person to join our Painters Clubhouse membership, which is opening up the week, not this coming week, but the next week after the workshop's over. We'll be opening Painters Clubhouse up. And so it's a perfect opportunity for you to kind of test the waters and see how you do with a template and with my lessons. And if you do well, then you know you're going to do well in the Painters Clubhouse if you want to learn more about painting door hangers. All right, so before you go, I want to share with you guys, again, the new designs we put in the shop this week. They are all wedding-themed designs. We know people love spring and summer weddings, so we came up with 5 new wedding designs. The top left has 2 rings that are kind of interlocking with some flowers that says just married. The middle one says we do with some flowers on a heart. And then you've got a little bouquet of romantic flowers and a little tag on it that says Mr. and Mrs. And then the heart at the bottom has a banner across it that says just hitched Wouldn't that be so cute? Painted hanging on the back of somebody's vehicle right before they take off to leave to go to the honeymoon, like, or do a photo shoot with it. That would be so cute. And then you've got a wedding cake with the word love at the top. So all of those new designs are half price. The templates are half price between now and Sunday night. And then the blanks are 15% off. And if you're a Clubhouse sister, don't forget to use your discount code. Elizabeth's wanting more information. What do you want more information about? If you're wanting more information about the Lola workshop, everything you need to know is on the sign up page. It's going to be happening in a private Facebook group Monday night starting at 7 p.m. Central. Like I said, though, you can watch the videos on replay at any time. So if you can't attend live, that's okay. We're going to give you a supply list where you can go pick out your paint and your brushes and your wood round and all of that. And you can just run out and grab that stuff and then join us on Monday night. Oh, you're wanting more information about Painters Clubhouse. Oh, well, there is more information at paintersclubhouse.com. Essentially, it is our membership where we teach paint. Let me slow down. I was tripping over my words before they even came out. We teach door hanger painting every month in there. I teach new designs, and we bring in a guest instructor, and she teaches designs. And we give you 2 templates every month. Plus, there's a library with over 100 different designs in it that you can go back and watch. And then something else fun we do is we remix an old design every month. So, a design that may have been in there for 5 years, to pull it out, we'll make it new again and kind of update it and modernize it so that you guys kind of always have a fresh idea of how to paint the designs you guys have access to. There's also tons of technique videos in there. So if there's certain painting techniques you've been wanting to learn, like hand lettering or how to use glitter or shading, there are videos for all of those things inside the Painters Clubhouse. Not to mention the amazing support that you're going to get. If you see all these comments over here, 90% of these ladies are probably our Painters Clubhouse members. A lot of times you'll see them comment #PC Sister. It's just a really supportive community. And so you can go in there and post photos of your work and kind of get feedback and encouragement. And it feels so good to have people who are uplifting you while you're learning a new skill. And you're not doing it alone. They're doing it with you. Oh, thank you for that, Miss Pam. She said, Painters Clubhouse is fantastic. I've been a member for 3 years and I love it. Eunice says you'll learn so much from Painters Clubhouse. It's beneficial as far as the templates and tutorials, and the discount is great. I appreciate all of your testimonials. You are so sweet. It's $47 a month, Carol, or $470 for the entire year. All right, y'all. I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to see you again, let's see, Monday night at the workshop. All right. Bye, y'all. Have a great weekend.